So Marth versus Falco here. As we struck to Yoshi's here on game one, in game one rather, and both players quite experienced in this matchup. These are the best two mains of each of these characters Berlin has to offer at the moment. Obviously, Luminosity Ice could probably beat most of us in Dittos. These are the best of each character main. Oh, and that tipper catches Stivo, laying too long on the ground there. Stivo trying to wait out something from Charon and not able to react to the tipper F smash. You see Stivo. Falco, who's not afraid to go in, but definitely enjoys the neutral part of the smash, wants to go in on his terms, but then when he does go in, he goes in quite hard. Tech chase here, catches him with the down tilt, and Charon overcommits there, SDs, and Stivo is able to make it back. Charon still putting on the pressure here. Stivo has to try to recover. Up tilt will keep him out. Charon took an early lead and has been able to hold on to it, even despite that slip up on that edge guard attempt. The numbers you see on the screen are the amount of coins bet for each player. In the casino, you can interact with the stream and bet on the player you think is going to win as at the start of each set. And you have fictional coins as a result. If you do well, if you do poorly, you might find yourself down more fictional coins than you started with. Charon still able to keep this going. That up air looked incredibly risky. Stivo got a baby opening there, but overextended a bit too much and walked into Marth's sword. Oh, back air, down air will seal the deal. Stivo not expecting the down air from Marth. It is a meteor in this version of the game. You can meteor cancel it, but definitely not easy, especially in a very unorthodox setting such as that. Normally you see those coming out of forward airs, not out of side Bs. Sick play by Charon, seal game one. Looking poised to move on to grand finals here. Stivo wants to turn the tides. Opting for Marth's worst stage in almost any given matchup here on Dreamland. Good F smash by Stivo there, taking an early lead here in game two. Double jab keeping Stivo out. Triple jab doing the same. Opportunity for a tipper, and Charon gets it. Stivo unable to find the perfect sweet spot there. No stage tech either. Ledge tech rather. You see Charon doing a good job of moving over Stivo's lasers, but Stivo onto him. Catches him with a back air there and gets an opening, but SD's right after. Charon very comfortable with these lasers. Gotten a lot of power shields already. Making Stivo think twice. Oh, and Charon wanted the turnaround wave dash back fast fall. Ledge grab there. Came up a bit short with his wave dash, and Stivo makes it back. Trying to bait getting onto the stage there. Charon almost found himself pineappled, stuck under Dreamland there, but barely avoids it. Grab by Charon there. Sets up a very dangerous position for Stivo. Stivo gives up on the stock. Charon doing such a good job of keeping center stage. Hits him with the reverse up B, but again gets the sour spot. Second time this set. Tries to catch him with that back air, but barely comes up short and loses the stock at 0%. Definitely not the best gamble for Charon, but Stivo a bit reckless with his recovery there and doesn't squeeze spot properly, gets down tilted in the face. Loses second straight game here in winners finals here at the MMBM. Geeky Goon squad coming at you from Berlin, Germany tonight. Trying to show off our ever-growing and expanding and evolving local Smash scene here at the Meltdown Esports Bar. And Stivo, so frustrated with the first two games, he's opting for Marth here. And I've seen these two play Marth Dittos before, and Stivo was able to keep it very close. So maybe he knows he's in winner's bracket. He's got a bit too much to handle the first two games. Might as well get some science done on this matchup here and how it's going to pan out for him. Looking quite good in neutral here early on. As I say that, he goes for a crouch cancel up smash, loses his composure a little bit. Again, both players trying to stay in their shields. Not about to get clipped by any stray hits, and as I say that, Stivo finds an F smash, taking the lead here in game 3. Roy zone on that down tilt, but converts it into a grab anyway. Charon just cruel tech chasing at this point. Catches him taking in place with that tipper F smash. Good air dodge by Stivo there to make it back onto the stage. Definitely making Charon work for the stock, and this time it will be enough. Stivo not about to make it back from that. Oh, and another reckless jump to the ledge from Charon, but barely gets away with it. Stivo not recognizing the immediate danger of it, not grabbing the ledge, and lets Charon back on. Definitely wouldn't have made it back onto the stage there, so quite fortunate for Charon. And he'll say, yes please. We take those every time. Another edge guard situation for Stivo. Treating Marth like Sheik at this point, just making it up B onto the stage, moving past him and hitting him back out. Rinse and repeat. Charon with some technical flubs here. As he repeatedly attacks the wrong direction. Finds a grab though, does Stivo. But matchup inexperience, overcommits a little bit on his punish and gets comboed as a result. Still able to make it back though, and he's got center stage again. Really nice recovery by Charon there, staying outside of Marth's tipper range. Saw that Stivo was a bit defensively spaced. Knew that he could stay away from the ledge enough to avoid it while still grabbing on. Fairly tie game here. In this matchup, you don't want to combo your opponent past a certain percent, because at that point it's very difficult to combo into kill moves, and you have to find them in neutral, which is much more difficult. And Stivo has Charon on his final stock here in game 3. This Marth pick working out for him thus far. Sort of reminiscent of when PPMD sort of changed the guards with beating Mewtwo at his own game on FD. That's going to be Stivo's stock though, and tournament or winners bracket stock for Stivo here. He knows he cannot afford to lose this unless he wants to move down to the lower side of the bracket. Stivo finds the down air, but couldn't convert it. Catches Charon DIing in on that throw though. Charon knows he has to play safely now. Still in a better position to convert into a kill, and he does with the European Ken combo. Takes winners finals, moves on to grands. Stivo moves down to the loser side of the bracket. Still very impressive stuff from his Marth there. looked in charge of the whole game and just sort of lost his composure as we see that replay of that nasty stock on Yoshi story. Shout out to that guy. Keeping down the crowd. Keeping it alive. Reverse back air there. Clutch stuff by Charon, and the down air will seal the deal. Charon putting in a submission for our upcoming power ranking combo video. That should definitely be included. Perhaps that was unannounced at this point. Oops, shouldn't have said that. Shoutouts to Mitch Jones, the Notorious. We see a slow-mo fist bump there. TV level production from Geeky Goon Squad here. Live up. Working his behind off here at this event, not even entering the tournament. And we know he wants to. He always can't resist to put a smackdown on some of the up-and-comers in Berlin, but choosing instead to give you guys a better streaming experience this Sunday evening here in Berlin, Germany. As we see too many Z's. As we see Zeal sitting down to face Squiltendorf here in loser semis. Zeal with this trademark Falco. Squiltendorf opting to stick higher up on the tier list.